Good morning, welcome back to D-Wood. I've got a little project for today. Heard of these new fidget spinners? Well, I decided to make one out of wood, Purple Heart. Show you how to make these. We're going to do ours out of walnut. This is all you'll need right here. Alright, what we need are some Reds, or any brand, but Red seems to be the best, bearings for skateboards. We need a piece of wood, a little bit more than a 1/4 inch. You want right around a 1/4 inch by the time you're done. A template or draw your own. Some spray adhesive. Let's get started. We've got our template. We'll take the spray adhesive. Just spray a little bit on the back here. It won't have to stay on there but a few minutes once we get cutting. We're going to get one glued on a minute. I'm actually going to cut 2 out of this piece. There we go. Alright guys, these holes need to be cut out at 22 millimeters, which is what the bearings are. I bought this 22 millimeter Forstner bit off Amazon because I couldn't find one here at my local hardware store. So first I'm going to drill out all of these holes, okay? These will be where bearings go or anything you want to put in there. The outside ones are just to help make that curve instead of having to cut it with a bandsaw. Now what we're going to do is use a heat gun, take these stickers off and start sanding. Okay, I use 220 grit with this and with my orbital sander and just try to smooth it up as best I can. I'll come back with 340 hand sanding. Okay, this is actually a 400 grit that we're going to use here. What I like to do is kind of ball it up in a circle here, make sure it's kind of round. Start with inside, just at an angle. Work my edges to ease the edge so it's not so sharp. And do each of these holes like that. Alright, we've got them all sanded down here. Now it's time to spray them with some poly or some tung oil or whatever finish you choose. At this time right now I'm just going to use some semi-gloss polyurethane fast dry. Okay, we've got our first coat on there. We've turned them over. We're going to do our second coat on each side. All right, this is our finished product. What I ended up doing was using some of my T-piece here to stain these or finish them. And these last ones I used lacquer, spray lacquer actually. You gotta be careful with it, not put it on too heavy. What I'm gonna do now is show you how to put the bearings in. Here's a couple I've already done. This is a Bicote, is what I found out the name of the wood is. This is the one that's in my giveaway. This is Red's bearings with the covers taken off, and then what I did was use the carburetor cleaner to clean out the grease inside so it would spin easier. You don't really need the grease in there unless you're going to use it for skateboarding where you're going to have pressure on it. It spins a lot faster and a lot easier without it in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bearing, just take something sharp and pointy, just lightly push in right here on the edge of your seal, and you can pop that seal right out. And you can put these back in later if you want, but it does make it slow down a little bit and hinder it. So I'll just spray a little bit of carb cleaner in there, spin it, blow it out so it'll dry out and blow all the grease out. Alright, now that that's all dry, what we'll do is put it in the center here. And usually they'll fit nice and snug with that 22mm bit. Sometimes you might have to hit them with a rubber hammer just a little bit and knock them in. This one went in pretty good. It's a little too loose. So what I'm actually going to do to tighten this one up so that it can't be pushed out easily or anything is put a little bit of super glue just around the outside of this bearing. Push it in and then wipe any super glue off. Alright, I'm actually just using some regular Gorilla super glue gel. It's got a little bit slower dry time. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit here on the outside of the race, just like about a drop. Move it on to the other side, put another drop. That's about all you need, just a little bit, just to hold it a little snug in there. Maybe rub this a little bit around, get that off my fingers. Push that in. There, we're in real good, get it off the wood. And then after a couple minutes it'll be dry and then it won't go anywhere. And what you're going to do is just take your other bearings and do those the same way in these other holes. Like I said, here's one with a Bicote that I did. I got the bearings with the covers off all of them. Here's another with where I left the covers on the other corners. That's it. I hope you like them. I hope you like your spinners. If you want to, you can buy one of mine. I sell them for $20. Shipping is about $3.50, somewhere in there. You can go to my website, email me, or message me on here, and I can get you one. Hope you liked the video. Go check out my other videos. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. I would love to hear any comments about these underneath. That's what I would want more than anything, is comments about what you think, any changes you would think of, or things you would change about it. See you next time in the next build.